Ciao Bellas, it's Natalie, and I am excited to be back doing another training. So let me know if you have any questions at the end of the training. Put them in the comments. Give me some likes. Interact. I always ask for that. Today we're going to be talking about Sezzle, and I really did think I had already done a training for Sezzle, but I realized that I had not, and so I am here today to do a quick training with Sezzle. But I need to let you know a few things. One is that I don't get any kickback from Sezzle for doing the training. Secondly, that I'm going to have to go in and out of sharing different screens because my Zoom was acting crazy. And for some reason with StreamYard, I'm having to do something different. And I don't know why, but I wanted to do the training. So just be patient. I'm going to go as quickly as I can, but I will come back and forth like you'll see me. Then you'll see me minimize when I'm sharing the screen, and then I'll come back full and go back. So we can make it work, right? So again, this is Sezzle. So some of you all are probably very familiar with Sezzle and have it on your Shopify store. So I may not be training on anything that you don't already know, but then who knows? So listen, let me know. Try to hang in there for the whole length of the video. And please, as always, share it out, like and subscribe. So Sezzle, for those who don't know, is what I call an installment payment option. So what does that mean for you, the Shopify owner or the Paparazzi consultant or any store, direct sales, or anyone that has a Shopify store and wants to know about Sezzle? Anybody that's listening, basically. So what does that mean? Like, okay, for payment options, in order to have what we call a high conversion, that means that people don't just come into your Shopify store. They come into your Shopify store, they see all the beautiful jewelry, and they check out. That's called a conversion. Now, yes, do we want people to come and look around even if they don't check out? Of course, we want people to just hit up our store. We hope they convert and check out. That is the ultimate goal. But another goal is you want people to come into your store. So maybe one day I'll show you how you can set it up and you can see like live, like who's in your store, not specifically who. Let me clarify that. Not specifically who because of privacy, but you can see when you have actual people in your store live. You don't know who they are, but it's really neat because it will show you the process that they're going to and when they actually get to check out. So I scrolled over. Sorry, that's not what we're talking about, but I got excited. So listen, but because you are a business owner and you're in business for multiple reasons, but one of them I am sure is to make some money, then you want your customers, you want to have a high conversion rate. So what does Sezzle do? And why am I talking about high conversion if my topic title is Sezzle? Because there's a correlation right there. That means that Sezzle, being an installment payment option, gives your customer the ability to come in, see all the beautiful, gorgeous jewelry that we sell, and convert, meaning they check out. And what does that do for you? You make a sale. That's what it does. Okay, and we want sales. Now, having Sezzle as a payment option for your customers is really awesome because people have Sezzle and they want to use it in your store. They use it in other online stores. Those who go live and sell have Sezzle in their stores. So it is ultimately your choice as a business owner whether you choose to have Sezzle as a payment option in your store for your customers. But I'm here to tell you with no kickback from Sezzle as to why I have it and how it has benefited me. And I want to train on those who want to know a little bit more about Sezzle, or those who have no idea and are building their store, their Shopify store, their customer base. So you want to convert. You want people to see your jewelry and you want them to check out. So if I'm shopping and I'm seeing a lot of stuff, but maybe I don't have the cash, or I don't want to use, I don't want to pay the full amount because, our jewelry, even though it's $5, it's like that Walmart effect, that Dollar Tree effect. We go in and we load up that cart and we get to checkout and we're like, oh my gosh, how did that come to that amount? It was the same with our jewelry. People go in and they go, oh my gosh, look at that beautiful. Look at all this. Like, whoa, they get excited. They're putting it in the cart. We all happy about that, right? Because we're the business owner. But then they get to the checkout and they go, whoa, that's the Walmart effect. Now, Walmart, every once in a while, you'll see people like ditch their cart, right? or unfortunately, they may not have the money and they really need that stuff. You've been in there, and that breaks my heart. You know, when moms have the food, the diapers, and all, you know, they really need it. Maybe they just don't have enough to pay for it. But that's not what we're talking about with jewelry. It's not food and diapers and all. Not that important at all. But we want them to shop. We want them to convert. We want them to check out, right? So when they're coming in and they get to checkout and they get that Walmart effect, they go, oh my gosh, I didn't know. I chose all that jewelry, right? You don't want them to abandon cart, because that means they just leave your store. Like, it's like the wall, like they just push the cart aside and they leave. We don't want that. We want them to convert. We want them to check out. So Sezzle, being an installment payment option, gives that customer the likelihood that if they have Sezzle, then they will check out, because they realize that although I may not have $50 right now, that I can do a 4 payment plan option and only pay, X amount, right? So, and with your sales tax and your shipping included, of course, and divided by 4. So I'll get into a little bit more about that. I don't want to go too long for you. I'm trying to make these videos shorter, but it's so much information to share, right? So hopefully you're hanging there to the end and don't just click and leave. Hopefully, but it's up to you. But hopefully it's meaningful. So having said that, you want people to check out, and Sezzle is a way to help increase the likelihood that people with Sezzle will check out, right? Or even if they don't have Sezzle, they'll see the button and they'll go, what's that? And they'll look into getting Sezzle. There's no credit check for them. It's an easy, quick process. So most people will go and get Sezzle, right? Or Afterpay or Klarna or some of these other installment pay options. There are multiple ones, and have as many as you want if they work for you on your checkout option. But I'm talking about Sezzle today, so I'm gonna look over at my notes for a minute to make sure I'm still on topic. Okay, so there is an order processing fee, because I know many will say, well, is there a fee? Yes, there's a fee. You don't really get too much for nothing, right? There is an order processing fee. It is a set percentage of each order and a small processing fee. So let me give you an example. A recent order a customer made on my Shopify, the order was $45. Sezzle took $3 out. So I netted $42. So like, you might be like, I don't want any money. I want my whole 45. Yeah, we all want our whole 45, but I'd rather have the 42 than 0, right? So let's be realistic. Now, does that mean that every customer comes in can't pay 45, right? And that you need Sezzle so that you can get all these customers? I say, why not have the option? Because some will pay the 45 and won't use Sezzle, and that's all good, and you'll get your whole 45. Some will need that Sezzle, and you'll get 42 when maybe you would not have gotten anything. So you got to kind of look at things, and all of the fees can be probably a tax write-off. You have to check with your with your accountant about that. So what does all that mean? I'm going to share my screen, and like I said, I'm going to share and then come back share, because something's going on with StreamYard too today. So here we go. Let me see. I'm going to click on present. If you have any questions or comments throughout this thing, please, I love, like I say, interaction. So put them in there. Let me know. And do you have team members, people you know who could benefit from seeing some of these YouTubes that I'm presenting? If it is beneficial, I can talk today. If it's beneficial to you, then please share it. I would so appreciate it. Okay. So I'm going to present here. And then I think what I'm going to go to is, let's see here. I want to go to this first one. Okay, this first screen that I am showing you, all right, has the merchant checklist, as you can see. And you're going to go this way. You're going to go to you're going to go to Sezzle, right? This Google or however your internet browser is. Go to Sezzle, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to see something called Set Up Checklist. That's the quickest way. Yes, you can go to your App Store, Shopify, but this takes you through step by step, and it is probably easier for easier learning curve. Okay, so go to your Set Up Checklist, like I just showed you, and you're going to be able to go integrate with Sezzle. You're going to be able to do Sezzle payment app and the Sezzle widget, a Sezzle checkout button, and some other things here. All right. So what I wanted to tell you is you're going to need to install the Sezzle payment app, because there were some changes many months ago with Sezzle and Shopify. So you're going to have to install the Sezzle payment app. You're going to also want to do the Sezzle widget app, and you might want to add a Sezzle checkout button. So let me come back. I have to stop sharing for a minute. Let me come back, and I'll come back and I will say these are really important steps that you need. Otherwise, you won't set up your Sezzle correctly. So go to Sezzle like I just showed you, find that setup checklist and follow through. If you have any questions, let me know. If I can help you, I will. Okay, so now I want to show you where all of the things that checklist will tell you to put, where you need to put it on your Shopify store. Okay, since I already have it installed, it's going to be hard for me to go through it because it won't even let me reinstall unless I take it off. But you can, the setup checklist is easy, y'all. You just don't do your own thing. Do exactly step by step what it says. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to present again. And then I want to go to here. Okay, so here is my Shopify store. In the back, what I call the back office, it's the admin section, right? So you're going to go down to home and you're going to go down to your apps and you're going to click in, it will basically, let me back up. The Sezzle setup checklist will take you to this part. It will allow you to connect your Shopify after it asks some questions, and then it will take you into your Shopify to do what it tells you to do. But this is the end result. Okay, so this is on the back, on the other side after you've done it. This is what your Sezzle app section in your Shopify is going to look at, and it should say your Sezzle account is linked. Okay, and you choose your theme. I just chose the main one, which was my debut theme. All right, and then it allows you to do some cool things. So it allows you to do in the widget, it allows you to check and see how you want it to do. So listen, in the widget, I wanted the Sezzle option to pop up on product pages and cart pages, because I want to remind people when they're on that product page looking at this necklace or whatever, for example, which I don't have any more of. I have it in black, but I don't have any more of this. So if anybody is not a consultant listening and they like, I don't have this in white anymore, sorry, but I do have it in black. So I want that customer, right, to on the product page when they're shopping, I want them to be reminded that they could use Sezzle. I want them to be reminded, because I don't want customers to see so much beautiful jewelry and then they realize I don't have any money and then they leave. So I want them to know Sezzle's an option for them, and so they can divide their order up into 4 payments. I also want them to know that it's an option when they get to that cart checkout. So that's what these widget install options are. Okay. The other will be the checkout button. All right. And let me show you this. Let me back up. Preview product page. Look what happens. What is really cool about it is, and I don't know if you all have been in this part of your Shopify and all, don't go back here clicking around if you don't know what you're doing. And I'm not saying I'm the expert at all. I learned that the hard way. So I'm just saying, please don't do that, because then you got to figure out what you took out that you liked and it messed up your Shopify store, right? So, but it's easy to do because when you follow the instructions, you'll be good with it. So basically, you can change your font for that widget, and you can change the font size. All right. And then you even have an option to click here if you want at checkout the button to pop up as well. So it's really cool, all those kinds of options that you have. The same thing, if you preview the checkout button, then it will show you, hold on one second, the same. You can choose one of 2 templates that you want to show out at checkout. You could choose one that says pay with Sezzle, and that's what the customer will see. Or you could choose one that says check out with Sezzle. It's up to you. And you can choose whether you want it to be a light theme or a dark theme. All right. So really basic stuff. I just wanted to make sure I showed you that. Now I'm going to stop sharing that. Okay. And I'm coming back. So then the last 2 things I want to show you are the directory. So What I love also about Sezzle is they have a store directory. So that means you can apply for your store, your Shopify store, to be in their directory. And so I just made reviews. I mean, I just made updates. So mine isn't I can't show you it actually in the directory, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you the directory. So two more screen shares. Here we go. This is their Sezzle directory. So you want to apply to be in their directory. Up here, sign up. Okay, so on that Sezzle main page, the same page where you had the setup checklist, also is the link for the store directory. You're going to go up here and you're going to click sign up, and you want to get your store in it after you have your store completely ready to go. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is what mine looks like. Let me come back to StreamYard, and sorry y'all have to do it like this, but I know y'all good with it. Y'all good with it. Let me show you what mine looks like as well. Okay, so here is my store directory, Bella Bling by Natalie. It's still under review because I updated something, so they just got to check it out before they release my store again. But you can upload your name, of course, for your store, and whatever your logo is, and whatever image you want to upload to represent you. Okay, so just be prepared that when you click that sign up, there's a few steps, but they're easy. But make sure that you have your picture you want. Make sure you have your logo ready to go so you can upload it all together. All right. So there, I stopped that. I think that's it. Now I'm going to try to come right back on. I'm doing batch recording on Sunday afternoons. So I'm going to try to come back on, and you may see another video next week. Well, I do the video recordings on Sunday. My son edits them, and then we usually drop them on Saturday. So I just dropped one yesterday on Shopify email. So make sure you've gone back and taken a look at those other videos. So I'm going to batch record, and I think I'm going to try to come back and do recording for Shop Pay or Shopify Pay, and what's the difference between those. It's the same thing, Shopify Pay and Shop Pay, same thing. That, and the difference between that and Shopify payments. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to come back on real quickly and do that. So I appreciate you all support. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for sharing it with team members. I appreciate that. I hope it's meaningful. If you have any comments, questions, put them in there. Interact with me. And if there's some particular training you want me to do, put it in. If I know about it, I'll train about it. I want to hear from y'all too, because we all are rising together, right? So I love training. I hope y'all are getting benefit from it. And so blessings and happy Sunday to you. Okay. All right. Ciao, Bellas.